Hey guys, Phil Guy here, and I join you when I just finished reading my coach's report on the new players that came through our ranks. And due to the investment of the hotel last season or last year, we have a lot of new and exciting talent. But first, and before I talk to you about them, let's have a look at how the season ended for us. See you in a bit. No surprises on our starting lineup for the game against Penn and Tyler's Green. I'm just a bit worried that Phil Guy is not thinking about their stamina and their physical condition, because we did play that game against Oxford City Nomads 2 days ago, or 4 days ago. So I'm worried. Let's see how this goes. 3 minutes, just McGrath crossed Martin, he hits the post, Clayton Phillips with the rebound, it scores! It's a goal for Penn and Tyler's Green, just 3 minutes after the game started. Not a good start for us. Half an hour went by, Robin Gardner has the ball on the left, Rob Light, he cuts inside, gets past one, shoots, just wide, not a good shot from Rob, good run though. We're not playing well. And here comes Penn and Tyler's Green. McGrath is away and he scores! 2-0 Penn and Tyler's. The news from Bister are positive though, so but we need to get back. Andrews. Frankers takes it out. Goth. McGrath. To Martin. Oh, he missed! Oh, how did he miss? Fortunately he missed, but it was a good chance for them. 83 minutes, we are probably going to lose this game unless we get back something now. Robin Garden, Simon is in as well. Rob Light, good save from Marriott. Rob should have scored though. We're probably going to lose this game. Manager Phil Guy is keeping the same 11, even though the things weren't particularly good against Penn and Tyler's. But in home against Didcot Reserves, we are having such a poor season. We need to do something and make sure that we take advantage of Bister horrible moment of form. They haven't been playing well at all. 7 minutes on the clock. Tom Peters has the ball. There's a tackle. Robin Gardner. Ah! There was a bad tackle in the Didcot Reserves area, and Robin Gardner with a bang. Rob Bradford clears, the Flash is away. Is Flash gonna score? Half an hour past. The Flash, goal! And we get the news. Yeah, Chalfont Wasps are winning 2-0 against Bister. Things are going fantastic for us. 75 minutes. Bister was able to draw level against Chalfont Wasps, and here at the windmill, Petit has a chance. Jason Tastain, good save, keeping his clean sheet intact. We're away at Aldermaston, and this game is one of the most important, if not the most important game in our history, as we are going to face the possibility of getting the league title. That will happen if we win, and if Bister loses their game, which with the form they're having, it's all the more likely. 30 seconds Spear with the ball, Rhys Jackson, he goes through Jason and he scores! 30 seconds in our title match and we're losing! What is going on? Can we react? 3 minutes, Flash, he has the ball, Robin is in support, Robin is away, he's gonna score! Oh, he missed, Ward with a good save. 11 minutes, we are piling under pressure, we need a win, Tom Peters with a free kick, there's a header away, Flash gets it, he pops it, two, against the crossbar, Craig Smith is offside. What a pop from Flash. 20 minutes, Bentley with a cross, Rob Light gets it back, Flash again, he has Robin. Robin is away, will we finally get the draw that we deserve, Robin? Robin shoots, over the bar, awful finishing from Robin. Probert, here comes Aldermaston, now we get it back, Tom Peters, we're playing really well. Robin Gardner with another chance. Can he score this time? Robin, he hits the post, the ball going in. No, it didn't. It stopped in the line. 70 minutes. At least Mister is not winning. Rhys Jackson is away. Can he score and put an end to this? Rhys Jackson shoots. Jason Tustin with a good save. We're not being able to score our chances, and Rhys Jackson is away again. He's completely alone. He's gonna score. Scrooge goal. Rhys Jackson makes it 2-0. 10 minutes to go, and we're gonna lose this game probably. Mark Cookie to Jason. Can we get one goal back? If we get a goal back now, there's still time. Robin Gardner. Flash is away. Flash is gonna score. He doesn't miss usually. Award with another good save. And everything to the Woodley Town game then. Let's go. I'm so nervous for the game today. We play Woodley Town, and if we win, we are champions. But the way we've been playing lately, it makes me think that my friends, they're not ready to be champions. Manager Phil Guy, he might not be ready for this as well. I don't know, I'm just so nervous. Rob Light, 5 minutes, and Flash is away. 5 minutes on the clock, and the title match goal! Jordan Gay scores! 1-0 to us. 7 minutes, we're playing really well. Confidence is going high, but Rob Light loses the ball. Tom Peters gets it back. What are Magical Peter's gonna do? Good pass to Rob Light. He shoots, hits the post, and Bell gets it away. Good chance to us. 16 minutes, we're playing really well. Robin Gardner won't collect. Shatfield collects it. Back to Richards. The ball gets loose. Oh, what happened? The shot. No words, people. 31 minutes, we're playing really well. Vidal, Young, oh, what a strike from Young. Good goal from Woodley Town, 2-1. But we're in control, we should be okay. Ben Lewis, 33 minutes. Ben Lewis has not a lot of options. What is he? He loses the ball, Scott to Young, and Young scores again. A brace for Young in 2 minutes, and the game is leveled. And we are bottling it again. Allman to Gott. Woodley Town coming forward now, and we're not in this game anymore. Got crosses, shoots, crosses. Okay, I'm not sure what happened here. 91 minutes, and we're gonna delay this corner. Robin, goal! We are gonna be champions. It's good to start the game as champions. That's what I can say. We are playing Burnham today for the semi-finals of the Hellenic Challenge League Cup, or League Challenge Cup, and manager Phil Guy is starting two of our youngsters, Ellis Bryant and Mark Milton. I think that's their names. I'm still not very familiar with them, so we'll see how they do. Oh, Joshka finds his brother Flash. Will he score? Yes, half an hour gone and we are winning at Burnham. What a goal from Flash. 36 minutes. Parkinson has a ball on the right. He sees Coulter and Coulter scores for Burnham. 1-0. We barely had the lead for only 3 minutes. 70 minutes and still 1-0. Much with the ball. Ball to Jones in the area and Bryant can't keep it out. 2-1 Burnham. The turnaround is complete and it's expected really. 10 minutes to go. Much with the ball. Can we get it back and maybe draw this game? Craig Smith. Ball to Andy Shepard. He puts it on to Flash. He's gonna score. Andrews saves it. Good save from Andrews and Burnham keeps their lead. For the last 3 games of the season, I've decided to just rotate the squad and give the chance for the guys that didn't play that much to collect some game time, score some goals. The forwards just develop really. Simon Pritchard was the man most in form, let's say. He scored 2 goals out of 3 games here with the penalty against Bicester. We won at Bicester. Bicester was shocking in the end of the season, completely out of form, and that made our life extremely easier, to be completely fair, in terms of winning the league, because we weren't particularly brilliant, as you saw, and we could have struggled. We didn't win that many points until this game, and if Bicester had started winning some matches, maybe they could have gotten something with this match still in dispute. Uh, this is the what a goal from Greg. It was one of the best goals of the season, definitely. I'm not sure if it was the best though. Against Vista we played really well. It probably helped the fact that they were in such a bad form, and morale, I'm sure, at Vista isn't brilliant. And our morale was good. Our quality of play wasn't brilliant. First half was okay. Second, nothing happened, and we got a good win against Wokingham and Sandhurst in the last game. Things were a bit different. We weren't as dominant, and these two teams they annulled us basically. Sandhurst to a 0-0 draw, and this game against Wokingham it was a 1-1 draw. I'm gonna leave you with the highlights of this game, of both of these games, and I shall meet you in a minute. I've decided to play through the season and just do an end of season report and talk about the future a bit, because we ended up winning the league fairly easy. Not because of our results, because as you saw, we started losing some matches. This isn't it. So we lost. We only won one out of the six away games we played, which wasn't brilliant. It was our home form that saved us. But that didn't mean that the league was hard to conquer, because I'll show you Bicester Town's form. They were our biggest rivals. In 2017, they only won 2 out of 9 games. So they had no chance with those numbers of being a challenge. And so we ended up only winning the league in the Woodley Town game that I mentioned. It would probably be the game for that, and it did in the last minute. So celebration was wild at the windmills. We had the promotion secured by then, and then with the title confirmed, finally the board feels very secure again, especially because we lost in the semi-final here against Burnham of the Hellenic League Challenge Cup. It was a game that we could have won, but they were stronger. That's basically what happened. They are a contender to promotion in the league, in the Hellenic League Premier, the league we're going to. So next season we need to be a bit more consistent. We played well in this game. We had chances even. It was more those defensive errors that have been costing us the through balls in the middle between Rob Bradford and Paul Franklin. Because we were not in control. We were good. We had the better chances, but we weren't up to scratch in the goal department. And when that happens, you lose to big teams. But semi-finals was okay. The win against Oxford Nomads and the match, the quality of the performance we put in this Burnham game, Burnham, yeah, showed to me that we have possibilities of next season fighting for promotion again. I feel that's definitely a possibility. I showed you the under 18, sorry, in Portugal is 19s. The under 18 squad. I haven't paid much attention to them yet. Well, I have now, but not during the season, because I wanted to give this squad, the one I created, the chance to finish the season. And as you saw, everyone that came from the youth rank has very large potential and presentability as well. So there's a chance that some of these players might disappear gradually from the team sheet. So in this season, let's present them individually by average rating, and the best player was, I have to agree with the average rating, Flash was just brilliant. He scored 12 goals in the league, 6 in the cup, for a total of 18 out of 25 games. His finishing, first touch and composure, even the off the ball is 9. Makes him just a great player for these lower divisions, and for sure next season he will be a key element of our squad again. Rob Light, he scored 5 goals, 7 assists in total of the season. Good dribbling, great dribbling, even good work rate and pacey acceleration. Frank Shaw says he's a left back. I don't know why he plays as a right winger, as you all know. Paul Franklin was a weird case. I didn't think he would start, but Martin Garden got injured in the beginning of the season. Paul Franklin stepped up. Great average rating, good marking and tackling. The heading is getting there to 10 now, so good center back. The current ability dropped a bit because of the people that came through, but he performed well for me. Tom Peters was okay, but I like these green arrows though, especially the physical ones. I expected more, to be honest, but I guess the physicals will just prevent him to be a bigger influence, at least for the moment. He's still the 5-star player at 16. I don't know. I want to see more from him next season, definitely. Josh Kay was also a good influence around the wing, on the left wing. He did 8 assists, 4 goals, also a good dribbling and pace. Not as good worker, therefore not as good stats in terms of assists and the average rating, but the two wingers were a good help to Jordan get these 18 goals, definitely. Rob Bradford also gets an over 7 average rating. Him and Paul Franklin were solid centre-back partnership, and with the command of area that Jason in goal presents, I think that trio could develop and stay here for a long period. Rob Bradford has a great aerial ability, good tackling, and is our captain. He scored 4 goals, 3 assists, was a great influence during the season. Joe Davies, his average rating gets down because of the amount of yellow cards he receives. As you see, 18 yellow cards in 24 games is impressive. Not in a good way, but definitely impressive. I don't know how to put this stat down. I understand that with his tackling and his aggression and determination, the will to get the ball back, he's gonna foul and get yellow cards. But I don't know if with age that will get better. Greg, he was very interesting when he appeared, especially in the later stages of the season. Later or latter? I have no idea how to. I'm gonna go with latter. Stages of the season. He can play anywhere, which is very helpful. And he scored a brilliant goal against. Who was it? I think we won that game against Bicester. It was a good goal. This passing is just very helpful, and these 13 long shots. If he develops his mentals, that's what I need from him. I need mental development from Greg, and I think I have a good option in years to come. Mark Cook in the right back wasn't particularly influential. He did 3 assists, a goal, but from a cross. He has good stats. He needs to improve though, the consistency especially. It's the concentration, it's the mentals as well. The work rate is good, but just teamwork and work rate won't be enough to succeed really. James Todd, Frank Shaw wanted him to start a lot of games. He has the better average, but I didn't like him that much. He only had 3 clean sheets out of 9, and the average rating wasn't particularly enthusiastic as well. And also with these injuries, he got 2 injuries during the season. The first one in that crucial November time, and then in September a broken collarbone just determined that he wouldn't play anymore really. He just came back in the later games when the title was secured, but then everything was decided, so nothing impressive. Andrew Shepherd, he was very inconsistent. I started the season by slagging him off, if people heard. Then he started scoring goals and making me swallow my words, and now he's back to I think he even is worried about his lack of goals. Yep, again. So unflappable. Yeah, he is unflappable, isn't he? So Andrew Shepherd, 7 goals wasn't that bad, but the amount of games he played, he could have scored more, and I expected more assists as well. I know his passing, is shocking, but playing ahead of Flash, you just have to give the ball to him really, and he'll do the rest. So Andy Shepherd needs to step up, is the point I want to make. Jason, he was good for us. Command of area, reflexes alright, good decisions, good physical as well. He's huge, and that's a big help, I think. 9 clean sheets in the league were crucial for our run that just determined the title. The one that was when it was November, December, over here, just before, after, until Oxford, I only say from Sandhurst game to Oxford City Nomads, we didn't lose, and a lot of clean sheets, as you can see, 2-0, 1-0, even when we didn't win, we didn't concede it in here, so, and Jason was very crucial to that. Martin, good attributes, but a lot of not a lot of injuries, but injuries in a crucial time determine he play less than he should. He didn't play in the last few games because of this pulled hamstring, which was a shame. He had the chance to play now, but he couldn't. He has a good average rating, so I think he might be part of the squad next season, definitely. Robin, he scores a lot of goals. I give it to him. 11 out of 17 starts is pretty good. The average rating, though, is when he doesn't score goals, he's completely absent of the game. I think that's his problem. So he needs to be more influential when he doesn't score. So improved passing, maybe. I'll do that now before I forget. Or why must improve quickness? Agreed, but I think passing might be more helpful. Danny Dick, 2 assists out of 6 starts and 6 presents from the bench. Wasn't particularly great. Nothing stands out, just the and the good vision, but the passing, we have better. That's his problem, really, is that we have better players than him. Jack Davies, also a bit unfortunate with injuries. That sprained ankle in October for 6 weeks meant he was only back in January, really, and then he just had to get back. Good physicals, good decisions, didn't perform. We'll see how next season goes, because one of our under 18s is a right back, so that's a position that I might actually drop one of the creative players. We'll see. Simon Pritchard was also a bit disappointing when he performed. He scores great goals. He's a better winger than a striker, apparently. I don't think so, though. If I give him more playing time, 10 first touch, 13 finishing, 13 composure, this is really good numbers for even League 2, I would say. This is, if he improves his physicals concretely, balance and stamina, I mean, he's there. And the rest of the technicals aren't particularly brilliant, to be honest. Ben Lewis played 15 games, as the left back position was a bit shaky as well. Good physicals, the technicals are all improving as the mentals are. He was better than Mike Large, but Mike played a lot of games as well because of his set pieces ability. Simon Hall was just he couldn't get into the team. He's a winger, but he's not better than either Rob or Joshke, so he just has to sit back and wait for his chance. Craig Smith played some games because of Joe Davis, ability to collect cards. I like Craig Smith. He's a good replacement for Joe, and I'm gonna keep him around. I need just more marking from him, really. The technicals, apart from his first touch, basically Craig Smith wins the ball, first touch, and he can't pass it longer than just near him. I think that probably explains these average ratings. Yeah, this passing for our defensive midfielders is just disturbing to see that. Mike Large is not a fullback yet. When the pace goes up a bit, when his physical attributes develop, I think he will be more of an influence. 19 crossing is not yet an influence, actually. I thought he would be, but not really. I guess because they're on defend, they don't use the crossing that much. Maybe I'll put an individual introduction to Mike Lodge to try some crosses. Last player in terms of average rating was Garrett Smith. Again, backup player. He played okay when he was needed. I have no complaints, really. Don't know if he'll stay in the squad, though, because better players might arise. Actually, since let's talk about them a bit. This video is not that long so far, I think. Yeah. So basically, I'll talk about these 6 more in depth because these are the ones that are going to be part of our main squad, at least for preseason. I'm gonna see how they perform, and then the rest will stay here in the under 18s, but I'll have to keep a close eye on them because all of them have potential. Angus Ochoa sorry, Angus Ochoa is different. He's a grayed out player that I signed when Toddy got his broken collarbone that kept him out for 10 weeks, so he was too long, and if Jason had an accident of sorts, I needed a keeper before the youth intake actually happened. So these 3 especially are just very exciting. 4-star ability already and potential for at least 4, possible 5. First, we'll start with Josh Cronin, center back, can also be right back, but mostly center back, I guess. Already improving a lot, physically brilliant, and these players that came through, they have good mentals that my created players actually don't, and so they will be good additions to our squad, really. Great marking and tackling already at 16. He's gonna be fighting for a starting position, fighting or even getting it straight away, I guess. Mark Milton, right back, can also play as left back, so basically a full back. Good stamina and the physicals are all okay except his balance, which is only a 5, but the rest is very high up, at least a 7. Great determination, tackling pretty good for this level at 16 again, don't forget that. Again, mentals are pretty good, and Mark Milton will probably also be a starter, especially as I told you, both Mark Cookie and Jack Davies didn't impress me that much, and Mark Milton is just, he plays there as a right back, so it's like coming from heaven. Another position that we struggled a bit, Ellis Bryant, he's a goalkeeper, and with the mentals again, he's considered better than both my actual keepers, so he's the same height as Jason, which is very helpful, not as heavy though, so I guess he'll move better. I don't know if that's a thing. Good technicals as well, handling and aerial reach pretty good, reflexes okay, rushing out good as handling actually. So Ellis, he played on the cup, he was okay. For the next, I tested him and Mark Milton, because if we're playing that level next season, they need to perform, and they did. They weren't bad. 6.7 and 6.8, they're all average ratings, really, so I gotta be pleased. Also very good, but not as quality. Rowan Presland is a center midfielder, a generic center midfielder. Probably as a ball-winning midfielder he'll develop, so I'll highlight only those actually. Good tackling, that's going up. The mentals are spectacular. 17 bravery, 16 determination, and 16 teamwork are just brilliant. Wow. 3 greens at 16. Brilliant. I didn't check this out. You see, I told you I didn't pay that much attention to them. Physically, pretty good. You can see only 2 yellows, but all of these are 8s except the paste, which is a 9. So physically he'll be good, as again another 16-year-old that comes through and probably will be part of our squad. And that's the whole point of this save, really. Just probably I won't be. It depends on how they develop, because of course this potential is relative to the division I'm in and the quality of the squad players that I have right now. But I think I won't be dwelling into the transfer market until we need a different type of talent, if you know what I mean. When we get to those League One, Championship, and well, these players will get experience. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a very long save, so we'll see how everything develops. There's no predictions really. I can't. Well, I can make predictions. They'll probably be wrong. That's the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, the final two players that are going to do preseason with the senior squad: Paul Kinlan, right winger. He's already 17 actually. Um, okay, not he's pacey, and that's his great attribute really. And the leader. It's not many wingers that are leaders actually. It's interesting. We'll see. He's a good winger, but Rob Light was one of the highlights of the season, so his job is a bit more hard than these three, especially. Finally, Josh Wood, a striker, a defensive forward though. I don't know what to do with Josh Wood. He has potential and current ability, but defensive forward is something I don't know how to utilize even. So I need to do something individually with him. I need to look at him a bit better and just see how it turns out for us. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for not doing a live com. I will do that in our debut for the Hellenic Premier League, and I promise you that I will do that. Don't worry. You know, it's just this time I just started playing a lot, and we were winning, and then I just decided I'm just gonna go to the end, just to tell them how things went, and then see how they react. Really, I don't. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be busy in preseason, not really in the market, more perfecting the tactic and getting to know this new generation of Drunken prodigies. And that's it. This was Phil Guy. Have a good night and have a pint.